Hello and welcome to Access Winchester. Coming up on today's show, interactive motor racing game pulls into Bewley, Nutcracker on Ice skates to the Mayflower in Southampton, and Christmas has arrived in Southampton. But first, we've had an exclusive interview with Rosie Mollander, Deputy Features Editor of Cosmo magazine. Georgia Spears has the interview.
With an audience of 4 million and the largest readership in its market, Cosmopolitan is evidently a popular female magazine. Deputy Features Editor Rosie Mollander told us how the magic works.
We once a week, each of us on the features team has to read all the papers. So if that's your day, you'll come in an hour early, read all of the newspapers and write a news list for everyone in the magazine to have a look at, so we can see if there's anything interesting happening that we should be responding to. And then we have to write 2 news stories by lunchtime. So we pick 2 of the hottest stories, so whether it's about a relationship statistic or something about feminism or body confidence, anything like that, we pick the 2 hottest news stories and we write our take on that story.
Now, what, in your opinion, makes a Cosmo-worthy feature?
It has to be really, really inspirational. The reader has to get something out of it. So whatever we do, we have to say, what's the reader taking home from it? Is she learning something she can tell her friends? Is she learning a sex move that will improve her love life? Are we helping her with relationships? Are we improving her confidence? Are we helping her get a job? Every article has to give the reader something.
So, if you want something to chat about in the office, better sex moves in the bedroom, and have more confidence, then Cosmo is the one for you. If you don't want any of these things, then don't read it.
Up next, have you ever wanted to drive a Ford Capri or an Austin 7? Of course you have, and now you can, thanks to a new video game that's been brought to Bewley's National Motor Museum, and Liam Garahan was our crash test dummy.
Ordinarily speaking, you wouldn't be able to drive cars that are on display in a museum, but students at Southampton Solent University have thought of a way which allows you. They created a game on the Xbox 360 that allows you to put together 4 different cars from the displays. Let's go check it out. The first thing you have to do is pick the parts of the cars that you want to use. So here's what I went for. The front chassis came from the Dion Bouton. The back chassis and engine came from the Ford Capri. The Napier Gordon Bennett supplied my wheels, and the Austin 7 provided the brakes. Then it was race time. It was all going swimmingly until the rather strange physics engine kicked in and caused a collision which surely would have killed my mustachioed driver. Luckily, he escaped unscathed, but even more miraculously, he was able to carry on with the race. What a trooper! Sadly, it wasn't a record-setting pace for my lap, which left me pondering why I didn't just race with the Capri. A lesson well learned, just stick with the newer vehicles. Liam Garahan for Winchester Access.
Coming up next, do you remember Keith Chegwin's mesmerising performance on Dancing on Ice? Well, let us jog your memory. He's performing in the Nutcracker on Ice at the Mayflower Theatre in Southampton, and Faith went to go talk to the man himself.
We are here outside the Mayflower Southampton, where the stage has been frozen for the Nutcracker on Ice. Let's go and see what's going on. The Imperial Ice